All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. All right, this is your brother Yahweh Sap with another quick lesson. Basically, man, today I'm going to be going in to make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. All right, putting that off from day to day, because the more you put off, man, the more you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll do it, I'll do it next week. No, man, you got to, do it as soon as you can, man. Because the more you put off, the less likely you're going to be on guard. And whenever your house shot comes back, you're going to be through, man. So this is just a reminder, man. Just remember to serve the Lord to the best of your ability. You have some free time, man. Take it to serve the Lord, man. It don't have to be, no hour video, man. It don't have to be no 15-minute video. 10-minute. Hit a quit. You just you get along, man. You do 10 minutes, gone, done. And 10 minutes goes by fast as hell, man. With all the days being shortened, 10 minutes ain't shit. So not every free time, of course, but a lot of your free time, it should be serving Yahweh Shemel Shah to the best of your ability. Of course, speaking to myself first and foremost. All right. But just as a warning to brothers, try not to be so adamant about this worldly life, man, because ultimately this world has nothing to offer us, man. This world is it kills us, man. The so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, wants to destroy us. Our own people hate us. There's only 1/3 of them that actually like us. Okay, because I was reading about Yahushua, and there was, Yahushua was healing the sick, cleansing the lepers, and so on and so forth. And there was this one city that he went in where he did that, and they loved him so much they're like, no, Lord, don't leave. But the Lord was like, man, I gotta, it's my duty to go and preach. That's it. Because if Yahushua could have, he would have stayed there and just been healing them, keeping them safe. All right. But, man, I want to go ahead and get this started. This is going to be the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. And it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security shalt thou be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. That's right, man. So in your security, if you constantly relaxing, that there's something up, man. You better start praying that the Lord puts the spirit back on you, man. You got to start doing this work, especially if the Lord gave you his name and his son's name. You got to do that work, man. That's why he chose you to come and follow him, man. So you got to do it. Excuse me. Okay. And that's something that is that's our duty, man. That's the whole duty of a man. Okay, so verse 8, it says, set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of man is his fall. Be not called a whisperer, and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongue. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So yeah, that's right, man. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta be careful what you say, and you can't be constantly going into different ways that sinner does, man. Oh, well, hey, man, this guy over here, he doesn't serve the Lord every day. He serves him once a week. So I think I'll be okay if I do it once a week. Once every 2 weeks. Then you start just doing, you start losing the spirit. You start getting lazy, man. And then everything you're saying, whenever you make a lesson, you make a lesson completely bogus, man. You just be like, which I'm not saying, I've not saying any brother has done this, and I'm not saying any brother is doing this. This is a word of advice, man. The spirit hopped upon me. I'm getting home from work. Spirit hopped upon me to do this lesson. But you start going through that, and you're like, eventually you start making lessons. You end up a fallout, man, because you weren't serving Yahweh Shemel Shah to the best of your ability. And if you were serving him, you weren't doing it in sincerity. Okay, so from there, I want to go ahead and get this. This is going to be, which we get this a lot, man. But this is going to be the book, 1 Timothy 4. And then I'll start at verse 11, and it reads, these things command and teach. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and purity. So we being leaders, us being, Lord willing, we pray that we're part of that number. The elect are going to lead a whole nation, man. So that means that they got to lead by example. Okay, that means you got to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai to the best of your ability. Every free chance, once again, not every free chance you get, but most of free chances you get should be serving Yahweh Shemel Shai. Like I said, don't have to be no hour-long video. You don't have to get with brothers each time, man. Just quick, make a quick lesson, man. You know, going into anything, just open up your scriptures. No matter of fact, I challenge all brothers, you know, every day, you know, open up a scripture and try to make a lesson on it, man. You know. Try to implement that into your daily life, man. Try to make a lesson every day, whether 5-10 minutes. Hey, Spirit might hop upon you so where you do an hour lesson. You know, and that goes to show you how much free time you have. You're like, damn, that was an hour. You know, shit, what am I gonna do now? And now you cool, man. Now you can study, you can go hang with bros, you can go hang with your family. There's many things you can do after serving Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, there's this one video I watched when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and it was this lady, not this lady, but it was a YouTube video, and it was my science class, and they had this jar and they had some rocks, right? And they poured all the little stuff first. You know, they poured all the little pebbles and stuff first, and then they try to fit the big ass stones. You know, the big ass stones in there, and none of it fit. You know, and then they put the big stones first, and then they poured the pebbles in there, and then it all fit, even though it was the same amount from each time. But goes to show you that if you put the smaller matters first, such as dumb shit, man. Smaller matters first, before the Lord. If you put anything before the Lord, He's gonna put judgment before your salvation. Okay, so that's something that you got to keep an eye on. Is like, hey man, if I do this big stuff first, then I can squeeze in all this little stuff, and you still have time, man. Personally, there's been times where I wake up in the morning, I'm like, damn, I got so much to do. I start doing that. I wake up at 8 o'clock, and I start doing stuff, and by the time I'm done, it's like 10 or 11. I'm like, damn, I still got all day, and I already took care of all the things that I need to take care of. I'm like, damn, the rest of the day is mine. I relax, go try to chill with family, do stuff. But that goes to show you, man, that it says, let no man despise thy youth, which let's go ahead and get that real quick. It's going to be the book of, once again, get that word youth. All right, let's turn this up.
Strong's G 3503. Neates,
youthful age. Okay, so it says youthfulness, and when you're young, you have a lot of energy. Let's go ahead and get that. So, yeah, I'm just curious. See what youth means. Or English young, junior warriors. English became spared. You got it, man. You get what it means. Junior warriors. Okay, so it says, let no man despise thy youth, which let's get that word despise as well. All right, because when you're young, you have a lot of energy, man. You can do a lot. I'm always talking to people who are older than me. Like, man, I wish I was still your age. Your knees don't hurt, your back don't hurt. You have more strength. You have more energy to do stuff. That's what people are always telling me. Even though we're getting to the point where there's so much damn pollution and shit in here that I don't feel that way. I'm like, damn, I'm tired. Damn, I'm my back hurts, my knees hurt. But that's just because of all the pollution and the poison that Esau has in the food, the water, the air. All right. It says to contemn, despise, disdain, think little or nothing of. So you're not supposed to think little or nothing of your youth, man, because you have a lot of energy, man. You still have a lot in you. Okay, it says, but be thou an example of the believers in word and conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and purity, till I come. Give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. That's right, man. So you go and you get this word, man. You're supposed to go and you're supposed to increase it. And the Lord gave you this penny. You're supposed to go and increase this penny, man. You're supposed to come back with a lot more. Okay. All right. So it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. So you're supposed to constantly be in this thing. Whether maybe maybe you're not even making a lesson, that day. You don't have to make a lesson that day. But hey, man, take the time out of your day. Get an hour. Maybe an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, and read, man. Read a chapter. A chapter a day keeps the demons away. So that's the way we got to go through, man. That's something that the Lord commanded us, and we didn't choose this, because if it was up to us, we'd be chilling in the kingdom already. But it's not so. We have to wait upon the Lord, and in doing so, it says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Okay, therefore in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Okay, so from there, I want to go ahead and get this. This is Matthew 5, and it says, it's Matthew 5 and verse 14. It says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. So hiding your light isn't just not going out and preaching, man. Hiding your light is not making lessons. You're not reading. You're not increasing in the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hiding your light is just not serving the Lord, man. You know you're an Israelite, but you ain't doing nothing about it, man. You're not warning your people of the evils to come. So that's just something that you got to keep in mind, man. You can't just, it's okay. Once again, it's okay to take relaxing days, but you can't do it every day, man. At least the majority of days, you got to be serving the Lord, man. And then some days you just relax. You might get a chapter in, you might read, you might even do a lesson. You might read, and then while you're reading, you're like, damn, I'm just going to read today. You might read, and while you're reading, the Lord might put the Spirit upon you. Hey, man, that's a good lesson. And you do a lesson. Boom. So you got to do the big things first, the little things last. So just keep that in mind. Verse 16, it says, Matthew 5 and 16, which I'm going to end it off here. It says, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Which, what did we just read? Meditate upon these things. And it says, serve the Lord, that your profiting may appear to all, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so with that being said, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and may you brothers and your sisters who serve you, how about you, shout to the best of your ability, continue to do so, and I hope that this serves as a warning not to slack off, man, because we all slack in times, but this time, the times that we're coming into, we don't have room for slackness, so we got to continue to meditate upon these things day in and day out. And with that being said, once again, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory. Kahalayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Peace and blessing them out there, teaching the truth and teaching sincerity. Double honors to the apostles and elders over Great Millstone, who are the true apostles and elders of all Israel. Until the next time I say, Shalom.